to a number of our completers, and it is a night of celebration. Woohoo! It's the first time that we've tried to do something like this, where we're having this drive-by award ceremony, and I've explained it 100 times, and I will do it one last time, and that is we work in good partnerships with 5 high schools, and we like to stay a good partner, and we are the one that always has our award ceremony the earliest by far than all the other graduations. And given that this is, we're hoping and praying COVID's coming to an end, we didn't want to have all 5 schools get together for our event, and then in 2 weeks it would ruin it because of such an outbreak that they couldn't have their graduation ceremony. So that is why the staff has decided that we're going to try something new tonight, and we're excited about it, and we're still going to be celebrating these students that have done an awesome job here at Riverbend. So we made it. We come together tonight to celebrate, and I think the first thanks I want to give is to the best staff, hands down, in the world, the Riverbend staff. They are tremendous folks. Give yourself a hand. They really stepped up this year, and probably the most important thing, we did achieve 2 things. Education did take place at Riverbend, and we kept everyone safe. Those were our 2 goals, and we achieved it. I also want to thank parents, caregivers, extended families, the community, and local businesses who also stepped up to the plate during the COVID pandemic. Thank you. Going through this crisis, I think, certainly made us realize what's important. I came across this quote by Forrest Witchcraft that I think captures what I experienced from my staff and the other community folks I mentioned above. And it says, quote, 100 years from now, it will not matter what kind of car I drove, what kind of house I lived in, how much money I had in the bank. But the world may be a better place because I made a difference in the life of a child or a student. Forrest Witchcraft. And I think that sums up my staff that I was talking about in the community. I quickly just want to say tonight something that I've been harping on for the last few years, but I'm going to take every opportunity to get on my soapbox to just keep saying it. Vermont and New Hampshire has a labor problem. Its workforce is one of the oldest in the nation, and it's dwindling. The state's labor force has been flat to declining over the past decade, and this is from the Fitch Rating Incorporated. And on the New Hampshire side, there simply aren't enough potential workers compared to the available work. And that was written by Michael Graham for the New Hampshire Journal recently. My anecdotal data also supported the above statements. My phone has been ringing off the hook for local business folks trying to recruit new and future employees. The reality is, Riverbend is not educating and training enough future employees to keep up with the local demand. That's a fact. So here tonight, I'm asking the community to come together to help Riverbend. Talk to your own children. Talk to the children in your extended family. Talk to your neighbor's children. Talk to your grandchildren. Talk to parents of children. Talk, and get the word out. There are plenty of good paying jobs and careers right here around us in the local community. And the majority of these jobs and careers will gladly pay for the education connected to their industry. So please, please help us get the word out, folks. Talk. As we move forward from this challenging year, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Johnny Corn. We have a chance to do something extraordinary. As we head out of this pandemic, we can change the world. We can create a world of love. A world where we are kind to each other. A world where we are kind no matter what class, race, sexual orientation, what religion, or lack of job we have. A world we don't judge those at the food bank because that may be us if things were slightly different. Out of this pandemic, let love and kindness be our roadmap. Again, by Johnny Corn. And now, I'd like Bruce Williams, OESU's Assistant Superintendent, to say a few words. Bruce is trying to retire again. And Bruce has been so supportive of Riverbend, often attending local business organization meetings. One faculty member mentioned they saw Bruce more involved than any of the other previous assistant superintendents put together. Again, Riverbend will miss Mr. Williams, and we appreciate all the support that he gave us. Mr. Williams.
Okay, well, I have two things to start. Number one, I'm glad it's not a black tie affair. I wasn't sure about that. Although it's a black tie institution, metaphorically speaking, that's for sure. It's really kind of the heart and soul of our whole enterprise as far as I'm concerned. Secondly, I just wanted to check with Lance to see if he was selling some of those excess logs. They look pretty good, and the dugouts look great, by the way. Which is typical. Riverbend is here to serve the community. It's here to help kids help each other, to learn to help each other, to be part of a really close-knit community. You know, there's a sort of hypothesis in education that the key ingredient to quality learning is student engagement. It's a phrase that's thrown around almost without meaning. Well, here in this institution, it has meaning. Every time I've been here, everything that I see involves high-level student engagement. Kids enjoy themselves, they enjoy each other, they enjoy their relationships with their teachers and with their administrators. It's just really the epitome of student engagement. And so if that's what we're about, then Riverbend's getting it right. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's let our celebration begin. I am going to be introducing the instructors for the programs. They will be coming up, and then the car will drive up, the student will get out, the instructor then will read their name, and they also will just read off what they are receiving. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Daniels, the instructor for 21st Century Media and Design.
Anastasia Moody, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Congratulations.